Hey guys, before we start this video, I do want to say that I do mispronounce this beast's name. In the review I call her Heraxor, but the actual name is Heraxor because of the A. So that's just what I want you to know when I'm saying that, so there's the explanation. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, welcome back to Beast Quest. Series 31, Book 3. Yeah, 31. Heraxor the Firehawk. So welcome back to our third video of this review series out of 4 when it comes to this arc. It's been alright so far. This one, it's okay, I guess. Would I say it's the weakest for me? I was going to at one point, but then I came to a decision. Basically, there was a plot hole or a plot issue I had with this story, but I came to a conclusion what it could be to resolve that issue. So that's that for me. Alright then, so like always guys, in-depth story analysis and my overall thoughts on this epic adventure, so make sure you've read this book before watching this review, unless you don't care for spoilers. Right then, let's begin. I didn't put notes for characters at all. Oh boy, I'll get to that when I can. Right then, Katia and Varadu had teleported to roughly where the beast should appear. After some exposition, our duo saw some signs that a beast was here. There were some signs that the beast was here. They carried on, encountering some cattle herders. Varadu was unsure about them, but Katia wanted to give them a chance, leading to an unexpected surprise. The herders, who were part of a tribe, attacked the duo, believing them to be rustlers. Despite her protest, they told her to leave. She did so, but still kept an eye out from afar. She also spotted from the other villages, but before she could do anything, rustlers appeared, planning to attack them. Our heroes tried to fend off the upcoming attackers, but their numbers were too great. The Falcon Keeper Kaz and demanded. They captured the Falcon Keeper and demanded a ransom of silk for the boy. Otherwise, he'd die. They rode off, and Katia was unsure what to do. She told the tribe's leader what had happened, and he explained the leader of the rustlers was his brother. Varadu had been Varadu, her monkey companion, implying that this little side quest was not what they should be focusing on. But Katia assured him she would get everything done. She made up a plan with the tribe's leader, who brought some special near impossible to break silk. That's what the tribe was producing, this impossible thread that couldn't be broken. Only for the Russell leader not to keep his word. But while they argued, Katia was just about to free Kaz while she felt a presence. It was the beast. So, yeah, so far so good. They've established a new thing with this silk, which is obviously going to be the plot point, and a bit of a feud with the brothers, and we're now at the beast. The people believed this beast was to be Heraxor, one of the legends they told their young. Luckily, Katia was able to free Kaz and get him to safety before the situation got worse. After securing their position, Heraxor revealed his power to control sunlight and use it as a deadly weapon against his metal-coated feathers. He chose to take one of the livestock, to eat something, but everyone knew this wasn't over. The people said Heraxor used to be good, but Katia came to conclusion that the headband was controlling the beast. A nice reference to Series 1 with an artifact controlling the beast. Also a bit of a plot issue, which I did establish, which I do want to address. So here's the thing. This beast is part of a group of beasts called the Neverworld Beasts, which is, kind of used Neverworld magic to summon some Neverworld beasts. The thing is, though, Heraxor is good, realistically, not evil. He's just manipulated by evil by an artifact. And this is all based on a theory at this point in the story. Of course, this theory is true, and she's right, of course, that the headband is controlling Heraxor. My issue is though, most from what I understand, the beasts from the Neverworld, I believe they're all evil. I'm sure Adam will correct me if I'm wrong with this, but I believe they're all from evil. However, if that's the case, the only thing I assumed was that when Zuba used the Neverworld magic to summon the beasts, when she was using it on Heraxor, she didn't summon him from the Neverworld, she just made the crown piece from the Neverworld, and that was sent to take control of Heraxor, who apparently did exist. It's a bit of a stretch that she knows he's real, even if I go with that theory, because it's either A, she got him from the Neverworld, which I don't want to buy that because that would mean Heraxor is realistically evil, and that's just going to make me more confusing. So I think in the actual situation is she made the crown from the Neverworld magic, but like it's a bit of a stretch that Heraxor would know this beast existed. I guess there's a one-off chance she actually saw it. So there's that for you. So I did, as you can see, I did eventually find a way to solve my plot hole, but it's still a bit questionable. But I think it's the best I can do with what I had to work with. So let's crack on then. Okay, Cadia began to address everyone, telling who she was, and she and her companion would deal with the beast. The tribe's leader also seemed like helping, but he had to stay behind to secure his tribe. The duo climbed the mountain, only to be surprised by Heraxor. While Veradu distracted the beast, Cadia found some silk. She used it with a net, but eventually Heraxor went for Cadia, lifting her up along with Veradu. Our duo went on a flight and crashed into the tribe's village. The chief fixed her injury, and with inner strength she continued to fight on, taking some extra silk and luckily enough to bind one of the beast's legs. All the people helped pull Heraxor down while Cadia was getting a sack over the beast. However, Heraxor eventually grew strong enough to break the near indestructible rope and take flight, taking our heroine, who had now clinged on to his back. But Heraxor struggled crazy, trying to get Cadia off, while awaiting his full power, because the sun, at its highest point, all the clouds had to do was move aside, and he would be stronger than ever. However, Heraxor would never get this chance, as one last ounce of inner strength, Cadia had broken the final clasp. Getting rid of the helmet and freeing Heraxor, the people were told of his news, and it seemed the feud would be over. And now that Heraxor was watching over them, just one beast remains. So yes, there we go. Story-wise, it's an alright story. As for the characters, Katia is our heroine. She does a serviceable job. Nothing that made her stand out, but she does do purpose. I feel like most of they try to make the protectors all have the same level of, confidence and insureness. So I think Myandra did it best, but this one's a nice follow-up, I suppose. But before I go on to the next character, I will say I do appreciate that Katia does has more different variety of plans than the other heroes, from my understanding. That's just me, so I appreciate that. Veradu the monkey, he kind of has an insecurity, caution vibe. He doesn't really like these side quests that Katia is going on. He prefers that we should find the beast to focus on that, when actually doing that side quest led them to the beast unexpectedly, because they had to go and rescue this boy who was a bird keeper type guy, who was part of the tribe, and then the grumpy brother wanted to take him for ransom for the special silk, which would be nearly indestructible. So it's a nice little plot point, because I guess they didn't know what to do to progress the story, but like previous stories this era has produced, where there's something they establish earlier on, and that thing is used in the climax to help defeat the beast. So there is that for you. As for one of the filler characters, I don't think there's anything. Maybe the tribe's leader should have a mention, or the bird keeper, because both those characters felt like they were assuring that, hey, we believe you and we'll help. So nothing really to establish too much on them. They're just there to provide more further. There are some people in this book that do have faith in her. And then finally we have the beast itself, Heraxor. I like this beast. I like the Egyptian vibe it gives off, based on probably based on the god Ra, I believe. Correct if I'm wrong with that, but I do like that touch. It does look better with the crown on, but now that it's good, it's gonna look a bit, a bit. I don't know, but it's missing its flair, shall we say? But it is what it is. I like it. I like that it's also established that it has metal feathers to, get the sun. I think there was like one line in the book about the feathers being metal, and you can actually see like the back end feathers are also kind of have this metal vibe to them, which I appreciate. Also, I want to point out that the whole thing with my whole issue with the whole this is a Heraxor, this beast that the people feared. So my issue was, of course, like I established prior. I'll just be brief on it. That it felt a bit convenient that the beast existed as well. But there was a chance that it was real, a very vague chance, mind you, was Zuba seeing it. So it's luckily how things played out, that the crown, or maybe that Neverwell magic brought this beast to life. But even if I say that, then it should be evil in my opinion. That's just me. So I'm gonna go off my theory that the beast actually existed, obviously, and the crown was made with evil magic, and that's what it was. So that's my thoughts on that little plot point there. It was a bit of an issue. It's a bit of a skepticism, but if you go off that assumption that I've made, it's not as bad. So I feel like it's a bit skeptical, but there are ways you can work around it to make the plot work. But I just wish that the writers had filled in a bit more blanks, or maybe the characters had established that that Zuba, or maybe she or Zuba herself had mentioned that she had used this was different from her other beasts. A bit more exposition would be nice. Um, Overall, I enjoyed this story. It's probably, would I say it's my worst one? Well, not worst one, but I'm debating really, like Lupix or Heraxor. I think what Heraxor has over Lupix is that it has more potential as a beast. Because what I do want to say about it is that we never get to see Heraxor's true power. Because the way this beast operates is that it's controlled by sunlight. Well, it controls sunlight. It has managed to get some sunlight, but there's a point in the book where it says, "Oh, it's the sun is at its highest point. All Heraxor has to do is absorb the sun, and then it will become stronger than ever, and all this stuff." And there's conveniently some clouds blocking the sun while Acadia and Verado are airborne, so they had to quickly stop Heraxor from gaining his true power, or else they'll be doomed. So if Heraxor does come back in Battle of the Beast, which is the series that my friend Adam Ferns runs, it'll be curious to see how strong Heraxor would really become. Because when he's not at his full strength, he was still able to break the near impossible silk that the tribe had. So there is potential of this beast, which I will give. Overall, though, like I said, I had some issues with like how the beast became to be and all that stuff. But going off one of my assumptions with the whole crown being made by Zuba instead of summoning a evil beast, that's the best I can work with. And I'll tolerate this one. Overall, I still enjoyed this book despite my nitpicks and stuff. And I look forward to how the series wraps up with the final book. So we'll see. Thank you all for watching, guys. Until next time, peace out.